I love this so much. So you see a lot of people saying that comedy is dead or comedy is dying because of cancel culture, and people are afraid to speak their mind because everything is deemed offensive nowadays, and the online mob will come after you if you say anything that goes against their approved narrative. You even see like episodes of shows taken off the air or taken out of circulation and things like that, or comedians that maybe had a tweet or a joke 10 years ago that all of a sudden now are deemed inappropriate and offensive, which back in the day they weren't. Well, someone is speaking out against it and doing something about it. And I always think that's the answer, not to complain, but to make something different and to make something new and be creative. But when you're an artist or a creative or a comedian, if you're so worried about being canceled or saying the wrong thing, you're not your true creative self. And I think that's why a lot of people are saying that entertainment, art, and comedy are dying. Well, this is what John Cleese, so he's a legendary actor on Monty Python. If you don't know who Monty Python is, then I don't know who you are. Look them up online. They're brilliant. You see some of the stuff that they did back in the day, present in a lot of comedies now. So John Cleese says that he thinks cancel culture misunderstands the main purpose of life, which is to have fun. And he says everything humorous is critical. If you have someone who is perfectly kind, intelligent, and flexible, who always behaves appropriately, they're not funny. He says the problem with political correctness is that you have to set the bar according to what we are told by the most touchy, most emotionally unstable, fragile, and least stoic people in the country. So that's who's dictating what is appropriate and what is politically correct. And typically, like politically correct, it's almost a denial of truth, in my opinion, to make people feel better. We're not supposed to say what's obvious and true. We're supposed to say what makes you feel better, even if it's a denial of what we all know are basic truths. So Cleese is actually making a documentary series that's going to air in the UK Channel 4 called Cancel Me, where they're exploring cancel culture and having to self-edit your unconscious, which is where art typically comes from, and how this affects the artist and what they do. Again, I love it. I'm excited to watch this and hopefully be able to see this. So it'll just basically explore how did we get here, what is going on, and how does this affect creativity and art just in general.